Welcome back to the Future Scale Friday news. Today, we will be focusing on Meta being down and the possible impact that had on brands and content creators. So what impact did the 6-hour outage have on businesses/brands? What was interesting to observe was that, with the outage, it seemed to also affect YouTube and X. 71% of small to medium-sized businesses utilize Meta platforms, of which 52% of them post daily. The outage meant that 52% of businesses could not engage with their customers on those platforms and provide the promised solutions. The challenge became bigger when such businesses only utilize Meta to engage or get leads. Business as usual became business unusual as the full-service journey was disrupted for a long period. A well-known Johannesburg-based social media clothing brand stated that they generate around R20,000 worth of sales on a daily basis from Meta, and with it being down, they made nothing on Tuesday.
So, based on the story shared by the fashion supplier using Meta platforms, we're most certain that they are big brands within the South African landscape in various industries that can also share such frustrations, because we are aware that some of them actually get quite a lot of engagement on Facebook, and they also get a number of quality leads which they manage to convert over time. So, I mean, based on this tragic experience, what are our learnings? What are the things that businesses and brands should consider moving forward? Because this is not something that is happening for the first time. It happened before. I think quite a big one happened in 2019, if I'm not wrong. And then leading to this, and I mean, it happened for most of the day, so you can understand the impact. So, some of the learnings that we've put together is that it's very important for brands and organizations and those that are content creators to consider diversifying their platforms and put a strategy together where they're able to utilize platforms outside of Meta. While we do consider that when Meta goes down, some platforms also get affected. However, there's also other methods in which brands, companies, and the likes can consider, and those are emailing, calls, and any form of direct contact outside of social media. A practical example in this case would be for businesses to actually tap into the data that they have collected of their customers and create communication to those customers, indicating which other channels they can contact them on. Right. This then makes them quite agile, and it also shows that they are prepared for any eventuality that may come about within the digital landscape, because it's consistently evolving. Businesses that remain agile and open to exploring new communication channels are better equipped to navigate disruptions like these, and they continue to engage their audiences or customers effectively. And if they embrace such multi platform strategies, they're able to harness the customer data and use it intelligently, which then also strengthens the brand in its essence, and also strengthens the presence online and offline, which then drives sustainability and growth within a long term perspective. Um, it was quite an interesting Tuesday for everybody. We also experienced this downturn, but we also kept quite an open eye on other platforms, which we were able to communicate on. But it didn't seem like those on the different platforms that were fully functional were quite aware of what was happening, because we didn't see any communication around it. However, we did see on Reddit, for instance, where people were consistently complaining, screens were shared, people were panicking. So I think such conversations must continue, and also a reinforcement of how we should be future proof as brands and ready to cater to our customers on different platforms and also in different ways, because as much as digital is rife in this day and age, we also should not neglect the traditional aspect of communication, because digital is something that we are utilizing, and yes, it's effective, but at the end of the day, we have no control over it. But we do, however, have control over some aspects of our direct communication outside of maybe emailers and the likes. I mean, we still have a sales force which can also go out there and engage with customers and try and reinforce that the sales channel is still a valid one. Yes, it might be an expensive channel to utilize, but it's very, very effective, particularly within a B2B landscape. We hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you the next Friday.